Hey now guys, it's it's Knockout 21. How are y'all doing today? In this video I'm going to talk a little bit about the Phoebe uh, optical drive emulator for the Sega Saturn. Um, Basically what to look out for, what it does, some of the issues I have with it, and boy did I have issues, and things of that nature. Anyway, onward to the video. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying that getting one of these things is very difficult. The creator, Do Not Newt, does not make these things year round. So be prepared for that. I literally had to wait months and months till the orders were open. And even then I had to order it like in the middle of the night just for a chance to get one. I put my order in late January and it didn't arrive until mid-April, so that was a good 2 months and a half around there till actually arrived to my doorstep. So yeah, but if you really want one of these things, be prepared for that. Give it some time. Look up at the GD-Emu website because he has them on there. And I'm also not going to show you how to install these things. There's like 4 different Saturn versions, and each one you gotta like tweak it a little bit to make it work. And there's also an exclusive Rhea device for the very first version of the Saturn. So yeah, I'm not going to show you guys how to install this. It'll take too long, and plus there's videos out there that do a better job of explaining how to do that. But no, this is more of an overview kind of thing, review kind of thing. So let me show you something. My main issue with the Phoebe would be how it loads the SNK games. For some reason, when trying to go through our menu, it just doesn't do it at all. As you can see here, I loaded up with the card so could access the action replay, which is very necessary if you can play those arcade games that require the ROM card. Go to start the game and basically go through the paces, but whenever I do this, I always end up hitting this screen. Yeah, the missing RAMs card screen. So it's really annoying, but there's a way to get past this. All you really gotta do is push this button here on the Phoebe a couple of times till you hit the folder that has your game in it. And you do this during the action replay menu, as you see here. At this moment in time, I actually pushing a button and I go through the regular motion again, play game without cheats enabled, and I don't go through the R menu, I just go directly to the game, and it just, for some reason, it doesn't show that I'm missing a RAM card, just plays the game normally. And that is one little gripe I have. The only game it does this on is the SNK games. However, the Capcom games don't give me any issues whatsoever. I just select Marvel Superheroes through the UI, load cart, and there you go. It takes me to the action replay screen, start game without cheats, and yeah, it loads up like normal. I don't have to push any buttons or do any sort of tricks. Just loads it up properly, and I totally dig that. I'm guessing it might be something to do with how the SNK games were programmed or how it accesses the RAM card. That's why it gives me the error. And I'm not sure if it has to do with the actual RAM card or how the Phoebe works, but it has to be one of those 2 issues. But that's not even the worst of it. Let me show you what the worst of it is. Now at this time, I'm loading up King of Fighters 97. I did the same method that I used for Real Bout. I pushed the little button there a couple of times to switch to the appropriate folder, and it takes me to this loading screen. However, no matter what I do, it always ends up like this. Yeah, the blue screen of death, the RAM error message. I tried many different ways to get this to work, and I think it has to be a Phoebe issue because it didn't do this before until after I installed this. Hopefully they could fix this in a future firmware. Now we're taking a look at some of the other features this thing has with the R menu. Here I am looking at all the info, the various games I have here, where the region's from, what versions they are, the date that they were created, and pretty much what Phoebe version I'm using. And yeah, it's a neat little piece of info if you're doing research and whatnot. You get a good idea of when the game was created. Here I am going to the CD menu right there, and this is a pretty neat thing. If you push the little button while you're on this menu here, you could actually go through all the different soundtracks of a bunch of the different games you have. Here, let me see if I can load up. Yeah, Bubble Bobble here. And if you're really knowledgeable with the games you have and you listen to the music, you could easily load the games up through this. Here, let's play this a little bit. And once you're done playing around with that, you could actually just jump into the game, as simple as that. However, I don't think you could do the same thing with Capcom games, because those you still have to go through the action replay in order to play. But with any other game that doesn't require the RAM card upgrade, yeah, you can easily just jump right in and you have no problem whatsoever. And there you have it, guys. The Phoebe for the Sega Saturn. Is it worth it? It definitely is worth it. If you have a damaged or broken CD-ROM drive in your Saturn and you can't play your games or anything like that, I do definitely recommend this. However, getting a hold of one of these things requires a lot of patience. They don't make these year-round, so be prepared for that. And if you really want one, you're gonna have to go to the GD-Emu website and continually check for updates to see when the next batch is available. I personally had to wait close to 6 months for me to receive one. So yeah, get ready for that. However, I also do have to point out that getting the games to run on here does require a little bit more effort. It's not as easy as something like the USB GD-ROM drive that I have on my Dreamcast. No, you have to rip your games in a CDI format using something called Padded Disk Juggler or Alcohol 120%. You rip them in a certain way. You got to organize them in a folder structure. However, there are programs out there that can help you out with that, so that's not too much of an issue. I just have to point out that it does require a couple of more steps to get this thing going. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And like always, have a good one. Take care, guys.